We're going to do some practice with the US Customary system in conversions. So the Kentucky Derby is 79,200 inches long. How many miles is that? Well, we always start with what we're given. So we're given 79,200 inches. And if I'm looking inches to miles, I don't have that conversion, but I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So part of this is just allowing what you know to guide your next step. So now my labels is feet. And I'm lucky enough to know that there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Mile is where I want to be, so after my feet disappear, we're left in miles. Remember, you always want your labels top to bottom to cancel out. And then we're ready to do the math. So 79,200, 12 is in the denominator, so we are dividing. Divide by 12. 5280 is in the denominator, so we're dividing by 5280. And we end up with 1.25 miles. How long would it take you to count to 1,000,000 if it takes you 1 second to count each number? And the quick, easy answer is 1,000,000 seconds. Yep, you're right. 1,000,000 seconds is correct. But can any of us really think about how long 1,000,000 seconds is? Well, I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. And I know there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And I know there are 24 hours in 1 day. So this is kind of what I want to start with. So that makes my seconds go away, that makes my minutes go away, makes my hours go away. So let's see what this is. So if I take 1,000,000, everything is in the denominator. I divide by 60, divide by 60, divide by 24. That gives me 11.57 days. So if you wanted to count to 1,000,000 and it takes you 1 second per number, it would still take you more than 11.5 days solid. That's every second of every day for 11.5 days to get to 1,000,000. That's a lot. The adult human body has at least 160 fluid ounces of blood on average. How many pints is this? 160 ounces. Well, there are 8 ounces in a cup. Makes my ounces go away. There are 2 cups in 1 pint. That makes your cups go away. So if I take 160 divided by 8 divided by 2, I get 10 pints. Well, how many quarts is this? Well, 10 pints. There are 2 pints in 1 quart. That makes my pints go away. So 10 divided by 2 gives me 5 quarts. So when the average adult human gives a pint of blood, this means 1. What's the ratio of her blood being donated? So we're talking about donated blood to the total. Well, if you're giving 1 pint of blood and you have 10 pints total, the ratio is 1 to 10, or roughly 10%. You're giving away 10% of your blood when you give blood, which I'd say that's probably why I always pass out. Well, I haven't passed out in a couple of years, but I used to. That's a lot of blood. According to the American Red Cross, it takes about 86,400 seconds for the body to replace the volume of blood donated. How many hours is this? Well, 60 seconds in 1 minute. That gets me out of seconds. And then there are 60 minutes in an hour. And that gets me out of minutes. So divide by 60 because they're both in the denominator. And we end up with 24 hours.